This is, as the title says, the first monthly recap about Sena. It's basically a devlog with a bit more. Usually, Josh doesn't like to share things about the game, however, doing so will benefit the community as well as the development. Let's talk about the structure of the actual recap for this month. First, we would start off with some important words, such as a new trailer, a beta release, and more. Next, we would have some pictures, sprites, animations, locations, screenshots, and concept art. Next, we would have some audio, such as sound effects, music, or concepts. And lastly, we would have video, such as video clips, animation clips, or again, concepts. Next, we have the community section. First, we'll start off with some questions from you guys. Now that we're done with all the formatting, we can finally get into the actual recap. Since we're on the early stage of development, mainly concept art, here are some of the things our artists drew with a short description. And since we love our mini-games, here is Toasty, the new platformer character. And finally, here's some random concept art for Sena, cause why not? And finally the video. Obviously in an RPG game, we can't release the first recap without showing the RPG system.
Welcome back to the monthly recap about Tales of Sena. This is Pfanne stepping in for Loka since he is unable to record for personal reasons. Regarding the audio, this month we were focusing mostly on sound effects, so here are some of them with a fight against Music Dude. Welcome back to the monthly recap about Tales of Sena. This is Benno back again. And even though it sounds little, we fixed layering and the auto layering for objects. Continuing from last month, here is more of the tutorial and its sprite and tiles. Since we updated everything about our text box system, we now have the feature to add expressions and talking animation. Here are this month's song previews. Okay then, let's get into the questions. This month we sure did have some interesting questions, and as last time, these are all answered purely by Josh. Will Ivy make it into the final project, or will she be just lost media? or a cool Easter egg thing for people to find in the OG 2023 release. To which Josh answers, she will not be part of the main story, but I will find other usage for the character because I like her concept too much to abandon her. When was your earliest idea for the game? According to Josh, it was around mid-2021, around August, and he started early January 2022. How much bigger would you say the new full game is in comparison to what the version 1 of the full game would look like? And according to Josh, this is hard to say, but he would estimate like 3 times as big as the legacy concept. What were you thinking in the first hour of making the game? Well, that's a short answer. I will never finish this. What's the main inspiration for Sena? Sena and Turla are the only characters that I write like I would actually answer someone. So I guess I just wanted a piece of me in there. I literally don't remember where I got the name from, so can't tell you that. How was Toasty made? And according to Josh, he was scribbling creatures in a call with friends, and he just made them while eating toast. Why did you want to create a game? I find the medium of video games the most expressive. Only writing or animating is not enough for me. Also, a friend challenged me.
Hello and welcome back. My name is Asumi, and I will be one of the 2 hosts of these recaps from now on. So it's gonna be Benno as well as me now. We have a work in progress of the main house of the family Scarred, of course, Sena's family. We have Sena's 3rd and hopefully final revamp. And finally, sewer concepts for chapter 3. For audio, imagine this playing when you're smart and solving a puzzle. Okay, question time. These past 2 months, we did get some questions. Estimated game time for the normal story? There is no actual answer to this. Not even because the game isn't done, but because of the way our game works. We aim for around 15 hours, but you can easily spend way more or less time if you know how we make games. Will there ever be DLC? To which Josh states, no. We learned from those mistakes. What is next for CloudWork Studio after Tales of Sena? Another Tales, perhaps? Who knows? I for sure don't know. What's something you regret about Legacy Tales of Sena? Rushed art and some jokes. What do you think about Sena now after 1 year? Some of the pain was worth it. I am proud of what we created and still ongoingly creating. What is Toasty? A cutie pie. Hello everyone. It's been a while since the last recap, but believe us that the wait was worth it. We made massive progress. And also, Happy New Year, guys! In today's big recap, we want to take our time and recap all the past things we have said in 2024 in all of the recaps and correct them.
Let's start with the recap corrections. Recap 1.
My name is Loka, and I'll be the voice you'll be hearing throughout these recaps moving forward.
Just to clarify again, Loka is no longer the voice actor. Now we have Azumi and Benno.
As I said before, we'll answer some questions from you guys from that forum down below.
The Q&A forum is now a channel on the Discord server. All the old sprites are gone.
Since we're on the early stage of development, mainly concept art,
We are currently at the scripting and reorganizing phase. Recap 2. This is Punnet. We call him Benno now. Since we are reorganizing the game and its content, we will most likely redraw the tiles again. Sarah compared to the old one. Sky has a side now, and in general new animations. That is not the new Sarah model. Same with Sky, since we redrew everything, like Sena. It's not a chapter system anymore, due to the main reason that we want the game to feel like one big thing. Correction on that, there is now a chapter system with visual indication that you are moving on with the story. We might do something checkpoint at chapter start related in the future. Recap 3. Which is a room in the main game that everyone on our Discord server can add one object. One room is still a thing, but Josh wants to make it better, so we are going to redo it later this year with proper time on our hands and more creativity. Store tags as well as age ratings have been updated.
They will change again due to reorganization and gameplay changes. Puzzle elements. Recap 4.
Also, it's interesting to mention we are actively working on a website.
Not actively, but it's evolving, for sure. Yes, the sprites in this room will stay. We will just draw them better and relocate them. That's all we have to correct. Sorry for all these quote-unquote mistakes. But we changed the story and world you play in for the better.
Since we are redoing most of the game's art and mechanics, Sena, as said before, got a new look, and in the next months, other characters will follow. Some concept images for Chapter 3 Sewer Scene. This is Mike Dome. He will sell you lots of drugs and talk about how miserable his life is. We are working on the collectible system as well.
Here are some of the songs that we have newly crafted.
We can share some videos this month as well. New filters and triggers for visuals. Hub View Preview.
We asked you guys if you are cool with changing the story a bit, and everyone was positive about it. So we added a bunch of mechanics to make Sena special and changed the story to be something that is way more fleshed out.
And as always, on to our questions. Will there be more games except Tales of Sena made by you guys? Yes, for sure. This might have been asked, I'm a couple recaps behind, but how many secrets are you planning and how difficult do they get? We are going to add a lot of secrets and events, of course, that's just our style. Some will be easy and some will not. Where are my teaser vids, Josh? All Josh has to say is, on my hard drive. Who and how will the game be published? CloudWork Studio will publish the game with a click of a button on Steamworks. Hello and welcome back. Can you believe it's already 2026? Even though it is May. This is our first recap of the year, so we want to wish everybody a happy new year.
Obviously, the first thing we have to address is the re-release of Tales of Sena Legacy and its name change. So let's do that. As said already, Tales of Sena Legacy has been republished on Steam and itch after 2 years of its unlisting. But why? It's not that complicated really. We just wanted to make it available again since it's a prominent topic surrounding Sena and our community. So now you can get it on itch or Steam for free and enjoy it in its 2023 glory. You may ask yourself, wait, why Sena? Yes, you heard that correctly. We renamed our new project. Instead of putting emphasis on the whole new better version of, we just decided to separate the two with a big cut. So let's do this one last time. Tales of Sena Legacy is the old unfinished game and we will not make anything legacy related again. The game we are working on now is called Sena. Sena is the full story of, well, Sena. This is the better and more importantly full version of Tales of Sena. These two are not comparable and legacy story and promises have nothing to do with Sena. Just remember, the music, characters will carry over.
Meet Inst and Rukshin, the two friends of Turla. We've also unlocked the ability to make cool lighting. Here is the unfinished room of Sena. These here are the finalized sprites of Dark Sena. Also, the work in progress of Sky's redesign. This is Delve. We don't really have more to show in game since we've been literally only writing, scripting, and building room layouts and basically placing placeholders.
here is a new song that we want to share.
Take Sena in room spinning. For the Q&A, we have one question from Vania. Will there be more mini-games like the X-Nicked minigame in Legacy? Yes, there will be many more that differentiate in gameplay.
Well, that should be all this time. We hope you liked it, and we will see you next time.